What is up, nerds? Crash here. The Gun Mettle update, woo! So I'm sure you've already heard about this, but if you haven't, check out the link below to the update page. You're going to be hearing a lot about the weapon changes and skins and all that in the next few days, but if you're on this channel, we know what you're here for. Dem maps, aw yes. So this update will be featuring 3 new community maps plus a brand new Valve map called Powerhouse. The 3 community maps are Payload Borneo, created by Heyo, who you may know from Harvest, Egypt, and Junction, CP Snowplow, created by YM and Frozen, a whole bunch of other nerds from the End of the Line update, YM you may know as the creator of Hoodoo and the co-creator of Man Manor, and last but certainly not least, Koth Sweejan, created by Freya. You may know her as the person I mention on this channel all the time, and the awesome modeler who created the custom content on my map, CP Glassworks. I am super happy for her. So with this update also comes the Gun Mettle campaign. For $6 US, you can sign yourself up for 3 months of weekly contracts. These contracts give you special missions to complete for a chance to earn fancy new skinned weapons. But the coolest part is that part of the proceeds from this is going to be going directly to the mappers featured during this 3-month time span. This is huge. Back in June 2014, the mapping community was indirectly contacted by Valve about wanting to not only add more custom maps to the game, but to find a way to compensate mappers further. If you'd like to see that thread on that, check the description below. The format of the campaign system is very conducive to a lot more custom maps being featured in the future. Presumably, every new campaign will get us another batch of custom maps. Valve has directed us to use the workshop to its full potential as not just mappers, but as community members who are interested in seeing more customs added. This means get your maps uploaded and vote for your favorites to get them recognized. Glassworks, probes, Stony Ridge. Check the description for links. Now there's one big concern I have about this system, however. Having talked to a few of the mappers featured in this update, they've told me they're not actually receiving a lump sum payment like previous map purchases have done. Their primary payment is going to be from the campaign passes. This is potentially still a lot of money and probably more than the lump sum, which was typically $7 grand, but it's a notable difference from how things were handled before. Also, if you look in the BSP files of the newly added maps, you'll find that the custom content from them has been packed into them as if they weren't official maps. Typically, when Valve buys a map, they buy all the custom assets with it as well, meaning it would be elsewhere in the file structure of TF2 rather than packing them into the maps. This means that as of now, other mappers can use these assets at stock, which is honestly really disappointing. It was assumed that the inclusion of Borneo and Sweejan meant that the jungle and Japan themes were going to be added to the game, similar to how the swamp theme was picked up previously. This does not appear to be the case. This might sound like not that big of a deal, but a custom map packed with a whole new theme can lead to severely bloated file size and make players not want to wait for the download. Anything going against players wanting to play more custom maps is the last thing we want. Not to mention the hassle of packing custom assets is generally a pain in the butt, so it would have been nice to not have to do this anymore. So with this information, it's starting to kind of look like these new custom maps aren't actually officially added to the game, but featured in the campaign system. What happens after the campaign is over is unknown at this time, even to the creators of the maps. This sounds like it is similar to the CSGO operations method of doing things, which is really disappointing as a custom mapper. But this is all brand new fresh information, and we'll hopefully hear a more official word from Valve soon. Perhaps my worries are unfounded, but this could potentially cast a bit of a shadow over what was an extremely exciting time for custom maps. But all that aside, this update is shaping up to be pretty cool, and holy shit, I need that Jimmy Jam skin for some of my weapons. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section below. If you're interested in custom maps in general, or want to learn how to make them for yourself, be sure to check out the rest of my channel.